The goal of this video is to give an overview of my football streaming setup and to highlight the ZowieTek NDI PTZ camera. The reason this camera is at the core of my Friday night football streaming setup is because it is PTZ, it is HDMI out, and it is controllable via NDI. Three great features that allow me some incredible flexibility. This means I can control it directly into my YoloBox Pro via HDMI, but still control the pan, tilt, zoom aspects of it via the network over NDI. I still believe simple is better, so a camera with this many capabilities definitely appeals to me. By the way, there is an affiliate link in the description if you'd like to check it out. Last I checked on Amazon, it was about $800. Now, this setup is built around the YoloBox Pro streaming encoder. And the reason I've chosen it is because its 3 HDMI inputs plus 1 USB input gives me great flexibility in camera choice. In addition to the PTZ camera that I'm using, I also have a Sony Handycam and a Mevo Start in this particular setup. The Handycam is my secondary shot. It allows me to have that shot that gives me an intermediate zoom for when I'm changing the placement of my PTZ camera. I don't necessarily want folks seeing the re-zooming, the refocusing of the camera, so I'll give it that second shot with the Handycam. The Mevo Start is going to be my sideline camera. It's going to give me a shot of the things happening on the track with the cheerleaders and the squads. It's going to give me a shot of what's happening on the sidelines when something's going on over there. It's also going to be the place where I mount my audio. The Mevo Start is giving me video via NDI through my iPad. Now, my iPad goes from USB-C out into one of the HDMI ends in my YoloBox Pro, but I'm actually running the picture from the Start to the iPad via the network with NDI. And then my audio is coming in from a Hollyland Lark 150 that is also placed in the same location as the Mevo Start, and it's feeding into the mic input in the YoloBox Pro. The PTZ function of the ZowieTek camera is being handled by an app called Pan Tilt Zoom that's running on an extra iPhone that I have. In the background of what's happening here, I do have my Inseego MiFi hotspot running on T-Mobile's network. I also have a TP-Link wireless router that's handling the traffic for me. So I feed my data from the MiFi hotspot into my router, and then I just simply plug in or connect to that network for all of the heavy lifting that this little network needs to do for this live stream. I'm streaming at 1080p. I'm able to run an overlay of a scoreboard because that's built into the YoloBox Pro. I am able to monitor my comments as I go live to YouTube in one of the tabs for the YoloBox Pro as well. This is one of those setups that I actually leave up for the entirety of the football season. We'll play 5 or 6 home games every year. And the ability to leave this in the press box is a great benefit to me because I have access to electricity there. So I'm able to plug in a power strip, run all the things that I need to. It's not like going to an away game where I need the most simplistic setup that I can run off of all battery power. Shooting through the glass is not always my favorite thing to do, especially glass that is as spotty as this particular glass that we have in this press box. But having the ZowieTek camera does give me the benefit of being able to be this far away from the field and zoom into a really good shot. In the ZowieTek camera, I do have the ability to set presets, whether that's through my joystick controller or whether that is through the Pan Tilt Zoom app or just running it off of the remote that comes with the camera. I can set up a number of presets. So here I have 10 presets at different parts of the field and one on the scoreboard. So at any time, I can go to one of those presets just by tapping its number and be at that spot in the field where I can get the best shot. There have been a couple of times this season where I haven't been able to be at the game on time or I've had to miss a game altogether, and I get a lot of comments about, where were you? We missed seeing it. So I know that there's great value in streaming a Friday night football game and doing so with a camera that has the ability to punch in so far on the field with that kind of 20x zoom. The ability to follow the ball as it is moving up the field is a great benefit to the live stream that we do for Friday Night Football.